Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We back in the building once again. Yeah, that part. Yeah, so once you come in, y'all ready to go grab your coffee, your little tea, go get your little energy drink. Do what y'all do. Wake and bake, go get your little sandwich, go eat, go do something. Yeah, cause we're here to talk about NBA YoungBoy and this tour that he's on right now. But y'all know he's about to head to Chicago next week. That part. What are we talking about? And I know y'all know all the NBA young boy in Chicago allegedly beef that been going on between rest in peace to King Von and all, the past history from 5 years ago, whatever. And yeah, he's about to land in Chicago next week, and he's actually about to start on the stage, and he's gonna bring some surprise guests, I guess, if you want to say it if you want to say it that way. Obviously, he's gonna bring Little Tim, the kid from Georgia, the one that unalived King Von, that kid, the one that's down with Quando Rondo. He's gonna come when I'm on the stage. And he's actually gonna bring another guy that's a Chicago native, FBG Wooski. If y'all know who FBG Wooski is, that's an associate, that's one of the FBG Duck best friends. May him rest in peace. Shout out to Mama Duck. But yeah, he's on his way to Chicago next week, and a lot of people are saying, "Oh yeah, the Chicago niggas ain't gonna let that happen, this and that." And all. I'm like, yo, bro. First of all, that's NBA young boy, and he got a lot of money with a lot of security. But we're gonna talk about this because Memo 600 he spoke about this, and NBA young boy brother actually did an interview with FYB J Main, FYB Main, whatever J Main. Shout out to J Main, pardon me. Shout out to you, J Main. He got an interview with FBA NBA young boy brother, and he had a little bit. I mean, he had a few words to say, nothing crazy, but it seemed like they're not worried to be going to Chicago. Now we know how Chicago got a lot of crash outs out there, and you can't doubt them little crash outs out there in Chicago on the love that they got for King Von. Let's talk about this, man. Good morning, everybody. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video. Let's get this show started. Yo, 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 yo. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV. We back in the building. Smash that like button. Ain't gonna hurt y'all feelings. Absolutely free. Share the video. Keep that notification bell on so you know my videos are dropping. Shout out to Team Smoke Gang. Try to get yours also. Try to be a member. Shout out to everybody that been supporting my channel. Appreciate y'all. If y'all want to donate to the channel, Cash App is right there on the banner. You can also donate by the thank button on the channel. But let's get this cop right out the way because we got to talk about this NBA young boy about to head to Chicago next week. And things might be a little nasty work out there. You never know. Copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find that in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here, absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. Again, copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find it in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here, absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. The clips and the videos I play are also owned by the original creators. So, yeah, this is a tour right here. I see Minnesota right there, right? Yeah, Chicago right under Minnesota. He's landing next week. Make America big slime. Make America slime again. We got NBA young boy landing in Chicago. For all the little Chicagoans and old blockings and all y'all little, yeah, y'all be talking all that crap. I told y'all, man, listen, first of all, y'all can't go to war with somebody that got way more money than y'all. Even though there's a lot of crash out little dudes out there in Chicago and them dudes, the little homies out there playing with some heavy weapons out there. Pause. They ain't playing with the little revolvers, pat, pat, little two shots, pat, pat. They ain't playing with them type of things out there. They playing with switch, ARs. They playing with all types of things. So there's a lot of crash out little dudes out there in Chicago. And we know how Chicago can get wild sometimes. So don't put it past these little niggas, which we don't condone violence over here. We don't condone that at all. But the game that these kids be playing and these rappers be playing, and they still feel some type of way about the King Von situation. Because like I told y'all, little Tim running about here doing what he's doing. He getting money. He's rapping, dropping videos all on YouTube. This shit is deeper than what we think it is, man. There's a lot of conspiracies running around with OT Advani dad. Y'all remember him? OT Advani. That's locked up with Lil Durk. They the one that's saying that, you know what I mean? He was running around doing the moves and all this, setting up the moves. And getting the plane tickets, and OT Vonnie dad came out. I did a video about that. Go check that out. He's still doing interviews as we speak. OT Vonnie dad. And he's still running behind this conspiracy, his theory that they backdoor King Von, his nephew. Because OT Vonnie dad is actually best friends with King Von, may him rest in peace, and his dad. He's best friends with King Von dad. They go way back. There's pictures and everything with them. Put OTA Vonnie and King Von dad. You will see OTA Vonnie dad and King Von dad. You will see the pictures. You'll see what I'm talking about. For the people that don't know what's going on here, I did a video about this. OTA Vonnie dad is still continuously doing his little campaign interview about the King Von conspiracy thing, which we all think that he actually got backdoor, but a lot of people, allegedly, a lot of people are throwing, was it a little dirt? Was it here? Was it over there? Or was it there? Because the video looked crazy. I don't want to get into too much details about it, but the only thing I'm bringing that up is because I told y'all in my old videos, the whole situation was weird. That's a self-defense state. Basically, you could you somebody run up on you, you got the right to boom their ass up out of here and send them to the moon somewhere because it's basically self-defense. To stay in your gun law down there in Georgia, whatever. Perfect state to do that shit at, man. Lil Tim beat it. He's home now. Oh my God, he's celebrating. He's running a tour with NBA. He's running around with NBA YoungBoy on tour, getting money. He's gonna be in Chicago with NBA YoungBoy, the dude that unalived King Von. Let that marinate in your brain. He's gonna be there. NBA YoungBoy said this. Yeah, Lil Tim going. Lil Tim was already. He was already. This video's of Lil Tim signing autographs in other cities with NBA YoungBoy. Now, this is the dude that unalived the popular rapper King Von, who a lot of people love down there in Old Block and a lot of love all over. A lot of people love King Von, man. That was another artist that got his life taken too soon. Cause I said it. If that boy would have stood alive, not for nothing. I like Lil Durk. Pause. I love his music. He make good music. I've been watching Lil Durk since the beginning. You know what I mean? But that boy was special. King Von was something different. He had everything. He had the whole package. He had the swag. He had the street reputation. He had the street on reputation. He had, he had the whole package, and that's what you need when you go in that industry and that rap, because of course, you want the street dudes and you want the homies to listen to your music, but also you want the females, you want that female fan base, because those the one that really stream your music a lot. Those the one that sell out your, sell out arenas, buy your tickets. It be mostly them females. So King Von had that whole package right there. He was on his way to stardom, man. What are we talking about here? I sit back and wait on that. Chicago, am I lying? So what I'm trying to say is he was going to surpass Little Dirk. It took Little Dirk a long time to get to be where he had to be. He had to be a star. King Von just had that alley oop from Little Dirk, but he had the whole package because of the street reputation, the street credibility, everything. Everything came with it. Then he threw the jewelry on, got the money, this and that and the third. Now the little girls and little honeys, little females, they going crazy. King Von, they going crazy for the little homie. He had the whole package. Pause. He was gonna pass Little Dirk, so it's kind of weird that you see Little Tim still running around. Don't condone violence, but you love your brother so much, but y'all unalive the wrong person in California. I ended up unaliving Quando Rondo cousin. That wasn't Quando. Didn't even really had none. Quando wasn't the person that unalived King Von. So that little situation that happened in California when they ran down on Quando and his cousin in California, which Little Dirk is locked up for right now. They unalive Quando. I wouldn't even have waste my time with that shit, to be honest. Because you want to go after the person that actually put the work in, not the person that got beat up by King Von. That part. And I sit back and wait on that. That's why everybody looked at this like it's kind of funny. Conspiracy, little theories going around. Listen, I spoke about this plenty of times. I'm not going to continue talking about this. It's just kind of strange how this whole thing just worked out. I broke it down. Life insurance. You got OTN Vonnie dad that's going against his own goddamn son, even though he didn't raise his son, but he's more feel like he was more in tune with King Von. He'd been around King Von longer than he was around his own goddamn son, meaning O.T. Vani, because O.T. Vani was raised in Florida. Pardon me, I take that back. He was raised in Georgia. How do you think O.T. Vani knew? He was already in the loop in Georgia, meaning O.T. Vani. O.T. Vani dad said it. He raised his other kids. O.T. Vani, his son, the one that looked just like him, he said he didn't get the opportunity to raise him. His mom raised him. His mom family raised him. They moved to Georgia. He introduced his son, O.T. Vani, to King Von. When King Von came home off that first bed, why do you think King Von moved to Georgia? Because O.T. Vani dad was already in tune with King Von. They already got history, O.T. Vani dad and King Von. What he did was, your nephew, I'm gonna take you down to Georgia, introduce you to my son. Y'all can rock out from there. Because you already know the history with me and your dad. So he tried to make the history of him and King Von and his son. King Von and his son, O.T. Vani. But sometimes that shit don't work out because you ain't grew up with the homie from Sandbox. You ain't grew up with the homie since elementary school. You ain't grew up with the homie since high school. Even though your dad and his dad, meaning King Von dad and O.T. Vani dad, they grew up together out there in Chicago in their heydays. But when you introduce your little nephew, King Von, who you consider your nephew, to your son that what you didn't raise, who you didn't raise, he really don't know King Von like that. He heard of him, probably because of his dad, but when you get around somebody, body language is different. You got to get to trust, and King Von probably trusted O.T. Vani more than O.T. Vani trusted King Von. That part, and I sit back and wait on that because according to everything we hear about King Von, the boy got he got a good heart, man. And if he locked in with you, he locked in with you. And I'm lying, Chicago tap in. So when I see this whole situation, it tells me that King Von had more love probably for O.T. Vani. O.T. Vani had more love for Little Dirk than King Von. There was a lot of fishy and conspiracy things behind that night, man, when King Von got unalive. But we're going to continue because now you got NBA YoungBoy landing in Chicago next week, and he's bringing a dude that actually unalive King Von. I wonder how this shit going to work out, to be honest. But let's get to the clip. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Cause we got a lot to talk about. Cause this is nasty work, man. Smash that like button. Cause NBA YoungBoy good. He good. Mike got mass security, but you never could doubt these little niggas in Chicago. The little niggas don't put in mad work out there. Look what happened, man. Listen, let's continue. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel.
Breaking news. NBA YoungBoy just fired a bold shot at O-Block after hearing they've been buying tickets to his upcoming Chicago show. Laughing, he said, "Y'all putting money in my pockets. Did you forget how Vaughn got handled like a chicken?" He made it clear he's pulling up to Chicago no matter what. It's been over 5 years since he touched that stage, and fans have been waiting. Now the streets are buzzing. Will O-Block let it slide, or are we about to see history repeat itself? One thing's for sure, this ain't just a concert. It's a statement.
PSA, man, look.
Now, this the little homies from Chicago talking a little crazy. And I think this little Vernie, to be honest. Y'all know Vernie from the OTF that's on the wheelchair. Little Vernie, the one on the wheelchair, the muscle, they call him the muscle, whatever. OTF Vernie. Varney, whatever, Vonnie, whatever. I mean, Vernie, got to be, I think it's Vernie, whatever. Well, I think this is him talking to some youngers. I might be mistaken, but I think that's his voice because I know that nigga voice. Everybody know Lil Vern, the muscle, OTF. They all know the wheelchair voice. They all know that nigga voice. But allegedly, I think this him talking to some other little niggas. They all on the live, I guess. And hear what he had to say about NBA YoungBoy coming in Chicago. Because this is pretty old right here because they been stamped this tour months ago. But hear what these niggas had to say.
PSA, man, look. I don't live in Chicago no more. But I bet hey, listen, I bet you all type of money, right? If YB and Quando come do a show, they ass is not leaving Chicago. I promise.
That's that Nick, nigga.
So whoever even promoting that, man, they know what the fuck going on, man.
Fuck YoungBoy too, man. It's 4E, man.
The difference is we really run this bitch for real.
That bitch, they gonna cancel that bitch before they get here.
I had the rack on my back since SA.
They thought they was gonna cancel it, but they on their way there next week, champs. That's little Vernie, the muscle of OTF, the one on the wheelchair, talking spicy at that time. Oh nah, they on their way there next week. And they bringing the one that actually unalive King Von, which is very disrespectful. That's the part I wanted to get. NBA YoungBoy is being very disrespectful, but we got to remember when he was on house arrest, Lil Durk and them niggas, they was on tour, going, they was going crazy on NBA YoungBoy while he was on house arrest. Y'all remember that? Oh, Memo 600 spoke about that also. We're gonna get to him, but these niggas on their way and they bringing the person that unalive King Von to Chicago, bro. Lil Tim. That's got to be the most disrespectful I ever seen in my life. You on tour and you bring the nigga that unalive your man and shit on King Von. He gonna be right on stage jumping around with NBA YoungBoy. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. If I knew King Von, not from Chicago, and I seen that, bro, and I'm hearing this all on the internet, this nigga coming to Chicago with NBA YoungBoy, the nigga that unalive my man, my bro, my homie. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was sick. I'd be sick. Not meaning I'm gonna be all sick in the bed and all this. And I'll be like, yo, it had me mad as y'all know what. Because that's the most disrespectful thing you could ever do right there. It's different from NBA YoungBoy coming with his niggas. Because then his niggas ain't had nothing to do with it. Them niggas always for Baton Rouge. NBA YoungBoy from Louisiana. His niggas is from Louisiana. But Quando Rondo and them niggas down with NBA YoungBoy camp. Remember, they signed to NBA YoungBoy. They're affiliated with him. So people looking at like, nah, I mean NBA YoungBoy, okay, you wasn't involved because a lot of people are fans of NBA YoungBoy from Chicago. Not everybody hate NBA YoungBoy, but to bring the nigga, to bring the dude, to bring him that unalive a Chicago native. Rest in peace to King Von. My condolences to his family and everything. That's the most disrespectful shit you could ever do right there. Very disrespectful. Because you bringing a guy that unalive King Von, man, on the stage with you. He's going to be in the building. He's going to be in the city. You can't get more disrespectful than I mean, yo, when I seen this, I said, yo, NBA YoungBoy, he's bugged out. But let's continue. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video.
People just buying, we buying every seat in that bitch. Everybody, we going too, VIP. Slam season, ain't it? He tough. He tough. He got enough money for 1,000 security guards. We gonna be there too though. I just really want to see what he gonna perform for real. What you gonna perform? You in the city. What you gonna perform? You better perform that old motherfucking young boy. Or the motherfucking Bulls motherfucker have to cancel the whole year.
You got some, man, listen. Them boys out there, some crash outs. There's some riders out there. Them little niggas out there, that's what they do out there. Them niggas, you got the niggas that get money, you got the little niggas that just run around, put it in work. And these little niggas is talking spicy, man. Like I said, they not coming around with no pat, 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 pat. They ain't coming with no two shooters. What they, man, them little niggas playing with different weapons now. Switches, ARs, all type of choppers and this and that. They're gonna take a chance, allegedly, and everything I speak on is alleged. How many tour buses and everything we seen get shot up? How many times they, and one thing I'm gonna say though, Chicago's very connected. Chicago's like LA, man. You know, once you land, that's a home of the GDs, the BDs, and all that different type of gangs, they vice lords and everything they got up there. Them niggas, I mean, they all connected. That's like LA. Once you land, yo, the nigga over here. Niggas already die moves and crips and all that. They already know you already landed if you got issues out there with them niggas out there. They got sisters, they got brothers, they got associates, they got people that work in different places downtown. Not everybody's in the streets. People just make phone calls. Yo, he landed over here. NBA YoungBoy at the restaurant down here, downtown Chicago. That easy. That easy. See, for everybody thinking that something gonna happen at the arena, I don't think that. Niggas gotta go out to eat, B. Niggas gotta go eat, go to the little restaurants, go get something, put something in their stomach. They not just gonna go pull up, do the tour, and get up out of there. They might just do the tour. They're gonna end up spending the night out there. They're gonna be in a hotel, all that shit. What we talking about here? Now, if they don't, they might go to another city and crash out over there, which they should be smart about. Once you do that damn wrong, that song, nigga, whatever, on Chicago, get your ass up out of there, nigga. Go to the next city near you, nigga, and go rest over there. But see, like I said, these little niggas, they play different out there. Chicago connected to the suburbs, Chicago, they connected to everywhere, man. So when you think you in a whole nother city is about 100 miles away or 200 miles away from Chicago, them niggas will make one phone call. Yo, that nigga down there in y'all city, all right, man, y'all already know what to do. That easy, allegedly. So my thing is, my ass is flying out of the Illinois, nigga. I'm getting out the state. Period. I'm not taking no chances. Once I'm done, nigga, we out here. Nigga, jump on the tour bus, bulletproof, whatever. Take me to the first airport, nigga. We out here. We gone. I ain't staying the night. I ain't doing nothing. I don't care if I'm hungry, nigga. Get some food in that goddamn bus. We ain't making no stops. I'm telling y'all right now, them niggas better not spend the night in Chicago. These niggas better not make no stop, try to eat downtown Chicago restaurants, because Chicago got beautiful restaurants down there, but we seen what happened to FBG Duck. May him rest in peace. Shout out to baby on, shout out to big on Mama Duck, know what I mean? My condolences to her and the family. But we seen what happened to FBG Duck. Them niggas ran down a bit on the homie broad daylight in the district of Chicago, which is designer clothes, no criminal activity. Them niggas ran down broad daylight and ambushed that man. What make you think them niggas won't do that shit if they get a phone call that NBA YoungBoy and his niggas is downtown shopping? I sit back and wait. What y'all gonna say? You gonna have security smoke. You gonna have top-notch security, this and that. Man, you gotta remember some of these little niggas don't care. Bullets don't have no names. Drive-bys, driving by don't have no names, niggas. What we talking about? I sit back and wait. What you think they gonna hop out the car? Yo, word up there like they did FBG Duck. They knew FBG Duck they had no security, so they was able to do that. These little niggas is still in cars doing drive-bys nowadays out there in Chicago. Come on, man. This is nasty work. If I was NBA YoungBoy, I would not be staying in Chicago overnight. I'm getting my ass out of there. I ain't hanging out with FBG Wooski. I ain't doing none of that shit. Come on the stage, nigga. Once we done, all right, we done. We up out of here, champs. But knowing NBA YoungBoy, he might troll a little bit. Go down to the restaurant, go eat at the table, have niggas, record him with big ass security niggas all around him. Arm, AR-15 security outside. He got that type of money to have security outside the restaurant and inside the restaurant. And I got a feeling he might troll niggas and go eat at a restaurant downtown Chicago somewhere. I won't be surprised. Let's continue though. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get the Memo 600 speaking about NBA YoungBoy landing in Chicago doing his tour next week soon. Shout out to Memo.
That man, I'm gonna switch the subject, man. NBA YoungBoy talking about he gonna come to Chicago and he gonna bring out Lil Tim and what's this dude name? Lil Tim
Wooski.
and Wooski.
100.
Think any truth to that?
I
How's that
believe
gonna
him.
go
YoungBoy got a big fan base in Chicago. We not the only in Chicago though. The 600 OTF, the whole R side. We not the only in Chicago. We got that don't like us. We got that like us that still with YoungBoy. He got a big fan base. We got that with us that with YoungBoy. Like he got a big fan base, gang. So and I'm 100% sure that show gonna be sold out. He got a
You
big
think
fan
there's gonna
base.
be any drama there?
I mean, it might. I say like 90-10%. Yeah, it might.
Is there gonna be a lot of your guys' fans in the audience?
That don't matter. Our fans mutual. Some of our fans mutual. We got fans that like us, and we got fans that like them too.
You don't think they gonna ride for you guys being Chicago?
I mean, it's some that diehard fans that'll crash out for this shit. Yeah, I feel like it is though. My honest opinion, it's gonna be some shit. But
Okay.
no, for sure, that's my honest opinion. It's gonna be some shit. But we gonna let it play out. It'll be a fan walk on that bitch with a bomb taped to his chest, bro.
If you have a ticket to NBA YoungBoy's concert, everybody,
just be careful, man.
be careful.
Right.
We ain't done. Now, Memo 600. Hold up. First of all, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and share the video. Memo 600 is a native Chicago. Shout out to Memo. You know he's 600. Go do y'all research on him if y'all know who Memo is. He's King Von. He's best friends with King Von. He's saying, listen, I don't know. His fans, now listen, Chicago's a big city. Not everybody hate NBA YoungBoy. Not everybody love OTF. Not everybody love Old Block. Not everybody loves 600. Not everybody love Landron 300. They don't love them niggas. Not everybody in the city love them niggas. That's like you go to New York. Everybody love each other. You got niggas, you got rivals. I mean, niggas from LA. Yo, man, I'm on my way out there. All right, man, homie, we got you down here. We ain't worried about them niggas. We got everything set for y'all niggas. That's how niggas do. Niggas don't mess with the ops on the other side, so they gonna hold them niggas down when they come to the city. Because they rock with the niggas. Same thing in Chicago. You got certain Chicago niggas. A lot of people rock with NBA Young. Look who's on stage with Wooski. FBG, that's 63rd. A lot of them niggas gonna be in the building, chat, and it might be some other Chicagoan niggas that's gonna hold NBA YoungBoy down also. So shout out for Memo 600 for keeping that shit solid. That's why I rock with Memo, because Memo know how to talk on that on them interviews. He like, listen, man. Not everybody love us, nigga. So hey, a lot of people love NBA YoungBoy in Chicago. Not everybody love us. Niggas gonna hold them down probably, but don't get it twisted though. It's niggas that love King Von. And they might go out for King Von when they if they see an opportunity or take a chance, allegedly. You can't put it past people that had love for that boy King Von out there, man. You just can't put it past. You might have some people be like, man, listen, I'm ready to crash out now, man. When he come out here, this is our opportunity. Or I'm gonna attempt to crash out, nigga. I'm gonna do something. That part. That's what goes back to saying what I was saying. NBA YoungBoy better not be trying to be out there in Chicago trolling after he perform or before he perform. Don't be going to no restaurants trying to make it seem like where you at, you eating. Don't be going on no blocks, nigga. Don't do none of that shit, bro. But NBA YoungBoy type of nigga to do that. He'll go to 63rd, go with Wooski over there. He'll go somewhere else. He'll go on niggas' blocks, niggas that he rock with from Chicago. So he could show the world like, nigga, I'm comfortable out here in Chicago. I got Chicago niggas holding me down out here. That part. What are we talking about? So I won't be surprised if NBA YoungBoy end up doing that. With heavy security around them. So you got niggas in Chicago holding them down with all that money of security that he gonna have around him. AR-15s, all types of shit. Just to troll his ops from Chicago. The O Block, the OTF, the 600, the 300, all them niggas. Come on, man. Let's continue with Memo, though. It's nasty work, man. It's next week. He gonna be out there next Wednesday.
Go with your personal security. Buy them a ticket and let them go with you.
Okay.
Bro.
Did you
I ain't
see the
saying
old
on no
video?
tough shit. I ain't saying we gonna do nothing. We not on shit. Ain't no we. Ain't on no group type shit. But everybody living life, gang. Let that man have his show, gang. We'll do the same if we was in Louisiana.
Mentioning the fans, you know, I came across an old video, a No Jumper interview, where Lil Durk he had YoungBoy in his top 5.
Yeah, I could show you a video with YoungBoy jumping around listening to 600 too. We used to listen to him. That was one of my favorite rappers, gang. Bro, I don't even listen to rap. I'm an R&B nigga. If everybody know me, they know I listen to R&B. I'm an old nigga. But I used to, shorty music used to make you feel some type of way. Well, it still do, but I feel how I feel about my brother 100%. I'm a ride for Von, I ride with him. But shorty make good music, and you can't deny that. 100%.
Yeah, that's
I'd be fake or on some hating shit if I said it another way.
So you had to stop listening to him after everything went down?
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, if the shit happened and he ain't diss Von, I still would have listened to him. But as the time went on, he dissed bro. Like, I ain't respecting that shit. Because he didn't kill bro personally. Another killed him from the camp. So that ain't what made me stop listening to him. It was this disrespect, all that clean up Al, and all that shit, man. Like, I ain't with that shit. My brother.
It's a motive. It got to be some motive behind bringing Lil Tim and Wooski
No, that's
on
his. That's
stage
his.
with NBA YoungBoy.
That's
That's
his
a
man's.
complete. That's a mission.
When he was just on house arrest, Smirking them did they shows, taunting the man, going crazy and playing diss songs and all that. It's his turn. Let the man breathe.
That's why I rock with Memo. See, Memo, older nigga, he know how to talk on his interviews. He's not gonna indict himself. He's not gonna put the feds on him. That's why he's like, no, we ain't gonna do nothing. But I know how my city get busy. I know how niggas love King Von. I know how many blocks love King Von. Not just old block, nigga. There's other people that love King Von on them Chicago blocks. So he's saying, like, listen, man, they get an opportunity, don't get it past them. But let that man breathe. Let him do what he do. Because when Dirk was on stage dissing him while he was on house arrest, meaning NBA YoungBoy, it was all kumbaya. Let him do what he do. You can't be on these interviews talking crazy. Oh, yeah, you know, my Chicago niggas gonna get him. We gonna run down on him. Nah, see, Memo's smart. Memo ain't gonna talk like that. He gonna be like, listen, I know how my city get down. And I know how my niggas get down, but I ain't gonna tell y'all niggas that. I know the niggas that I rock with, I know how they get down, but I ain't gonna tell y'all niggas that. So what I'm gonna say is I know how my city get down. And it's a high percentage that somebody might crash out and try to attempt to do or try to attempt to get their name out there or try to put their name on a map for the city for get back for King Von. Because like I said, NBA YoungBoy would have been all right if he would have just came to Chicago with his niggas and this and that. But to bring the nigga that unalive King Von with you is very disrespectful. And I don't care what nobody said. But he's part of the camp though. He's part of NBA YoungBoy camp. That's Quando Rondo family. That's his cousin. Meeting Lil Tim. That's his best friend. It's nasty work, man. But let's hear what NBA YoungBoy brother had to say. Shout out to FYBJ Main, man, because he did an interview with him. And make sure y'all go subscribe to Can Capone News. Maybe doing dope content over there also.
Right now, like, hey, and when y'all see me at YB concert, don't tell Dirk I was here. Yeah. And they say, I don't want him, and then they say, and I don't want Lil Baby to know neither. So they whooping on the internet right now. Everybody talking about y'all show. Yeah. What's your thoughts? Like, do y'all feel like OTF is gonna pop up there? That's the big question. Like, do you feel some type of way, or do you feel like that shit dead now? It's in the past. Y'all on some positive shit and they know it. Like, break this shit down.
I mean, everybody know what's up with us. Like, so it's like we not on all that having conflict. You get what I'm saying? So don't bring it to us. You get what I'm saying? It's not like we on defense. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that's not the subject we gonna be on. Conflict. You get what I'm saying? Because we here to get in and get out. You know what I'm saying? We here to make it happen and rebuild my right now. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't get a time off house arrest. He ain't get no time out of jail. He ain't get no time to be himself.
Live his life.
We really just want to get him back on active and proactive to the community and so he can get back to, you know what I'm saying, being free. Like, man, he been locked down. My whole agenda is making sure he great as possible, making sure he free as possible, making sure he getting as much love as I can give him. You know what I'm saying? So, and I want him to spread that to everybody. So that's what we own right now. You know what I'm saying?
So
that's the best thing for him to do. We're gonna continue right now. That's the best thing. His brother talking smart. We trying to get my brother back on that stage. He been on house arrest for all them years. The homie Rusty, gotta get that rust off him, get on that stage, get that swag back. Which is, nah, man, he talking good. He talking good right there. He not worried about them Chicago niggas. Like I told y'all, they got Chicago niggas holding them down. Other niggas holding them down. They got high security. But we can't count the little Chicagoans out there. We can't count the old blockins and all. But when Lil Durk locked up, I don't think OTF and none of them niggas, they better not even attempt to try to do nothing. Nobody from OTF camp or affiliated with OTF camp better not even try to attempt to do anything. Cause that shit gonna come right back to Lil Durk. I'll sit back and wait on that. Anything with OTF, nigga, gonna come back to Lil Durk, nigga. So them little niggas better just fall back. But like I said, Chicago's so big. A lot of other people love King Von. Not just OTF and O Block. Let's continue with NBA YoungBoy brother speaking about the situation though. Shout out to FYBJ Main, man.
y'all gonna be in Chicago. It's gonna hit different. Let's start there. When this show is going on, like, what's gonna be in the back of the minds? Like, what's the security tactics that you say y'all tactics is get in and get out? So what measures is you gonna take to ensure, like, nigga, cause put it like this, I seen random, I don't even know if these people, they Chicagoans, but I don't know if they actually,
Yeah.
somebody that make a
Yeah.
difference is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm seeing shit on the internet and people getting, nah, they can't come up there. We gonna do this and we gonna do that. Like, so what's your real y'all tactics on getting in and getting out that bitch?
I mean, it ain't no tactic what I'm talking about when I say get in and get out, because I'm not just subjecting no Chicago show. I'm saying with my brother getting in and getting out of this tour.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
okay, for
well,
sure.
getting him, like, he getting back focused.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying his main objective is, hey, to focus, get in, get out, so we can get to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the main thing is, hey, getting him back openly hearted to the community and being great and feeling good. When he get to that, then we can worry about everything else. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, we just trying to get him to release all the pain we can. You know what I'm saying?
Good talk. You see how J Main tried to get the smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. Do me that favor. It ain't gonna hurt your feelings, it ain't gonna cost you. Smash that like button, y'all. Do me that favor. If you want to donate, it's a thank button on the video, and it's also donate by the Cash App. Cash App is on the banner that's down the bottom there. But FYBJ man, he kind of slick though. Y'all peep that, right? Yo, what's your little tactic? I mean, what's your little moves you gonna make to try to get in and out the tour, in and out the city, whatever. You heard what J Man just said? What's your little move, your little way you're gonna get out? I mean, once you get in Chicago and you're gonna get out, like what's your movement gonna be? Shout out to NBA YoungBoy brother for actually saying, nah, we just doing that on all tours, man. We just trying to get my brother right, get that rust off him, get on stage, get the money, and I mean we're gonna get up out of it. We doing that on all cities. Shout out to YB brother for speaking like that. Shout out to YB brother not falling for the bait, because he could have been like, nah, we just gonna be coming here and we gotta, nah, man, we're gonna do this, A, B, and C. And while, and I mean, Jay May asked him that question, the whole world gonna hear what he's saying now. How they gonna be moving in Chicago as far as security, as far as if they staying out there, that type of little information. He ain't say none of that shit. YB brother said, man, listen, man, we doing this in all cities. This the whole tour. We trying to get in and we getting out. Pause. That's how we moving. He ain't break no details. We're gonna do this A, we're gonna do B, we're gonna do C, we're gonna do, we're gonna do all that. He ain't do none of that shit. Because he know with the interview he doing with J Main, who J Main is a Chicago native. Even though him and King Von, he got diss records, dissing Old Block and all this, but we all gotta remember, man. J Main say something like that, and YB brother end up slipping and saying how they gonna be moving in Chicago when they get there and all this thing, how they gonna get out. Now you got the whole Chicago hearing this shit because everybody watched J Main's show. Everybody watched his channel. So J Main hit him with the 52 fake out, try to hit him with it, but YB brother caught that. Oh, let me catch that right there. Nah, I ain't gonna let you know the details that we doing, how we gonna get in Chicago, do what we do, nigga, and get up out of Chicago. He ain't let him know details. Shout out to YB brother for doing that. Because a lot of other niggas would have been yapping and gapping and slapping and talking crazy. Oh, yeah, we got mass security. We got 6, 7, 8. We're going to be here. We're going to be doing this. We're going to be in this car. We got the bulletproof. You putting too much details out there for the world to know and for them Chicago niggas to know. Shout out to YB brother holding that shit down. Solid. That's why I had to bring this up, because when I caught that, I said, oh, damn. He ain't break down no details for them niggas to get ambushed allegedly or anything attempting to happen to NBA YoungBoy, his brother. It's nasty work. I'm up out of here. I'm gonna let y'all be the judge on this stuff. What y'all think gonna happen next week when YB do his tour out there? Very disrespectful for bringing the dude Little Tim, that unalived King Von, down there. Very disrespectful. That's the only thing I don't respect about YB doing. Why you bringing Little Tim up there, bro? Why you bringing a person that unalive King Von in King Von City, man? Why is you doing that? And then you bring in Wooski, know what I mean? His rivals, King Von rivals, whatever, whatever. And Lord knows whatever surprise that YB gonna bring on stage. Stay tuned, y'all. He be out there next week, next Wednesday. To be continue on this, we on to the next video. I want to hear y'all thoughts, hear y'all smoke in the comment. Let me know what's going on, how y'all feel about YB going to Chicago, what y'all think gonna happen allegedly. Is he gonna be in and out that mug with the security? We all know he gonna have good security, but we all know how Chicago be playing. They like their tent. Them little niggas is crash shots out there, man. I'm up out of it, man. We on to the next video. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV. Salute, gang. I'm out of here, man.